Nadia had a dining table, a proper one, clean, always wiped, always ready, the kind people would compliment when they came over. But she didn't sit at it, not because she couldn't, not because there wasn't time. She just didn't. Breakfast was eaten standing by the counter, phone in hand, scrolling through things she wouldn't even remember 5 minutes later. Lunch was in between work, half attention on emails, half on food she barely tasted. Dinner, same pattern. Something reheated too quickly, eaten too fast, while watching something just to avoid silence. And the table was for guests. The table was for important moments. The table was not for her. And that's the thing no one tells you. Sometimes the quietest habits say the loudest things. Not out loud, not in words, but in how you treat yourself when no one is watching. We think we know what we believe about ourselves. We say things like, I value myself, or I deserve rest. But the truth? Your routine will always expose you. The way you eat, the way you rest, the way you spend the small pockets of time that belong only to you. That's the real confession. Her name was Nadia, and for 3 years, she ate like her presence didn't matter. Not intentionally, not consciously. She just never paused long enough to question it. It was easier to keep moving. It always is. One morning, her daughter asked her something. You know how children ask questions like they're holding a mirror up to your life? She said, Mom, why don't you ever sit down to eat? And Nadia laughed. Of course she did. She said she was busy, said she had things to do, said it like it made perfect sense. And her daughter nodded because children trust you when you explain things. Then she went back to her plate, sitting down, eating slowly, existing fully in that moment in a way Nadia hadn't done in years. That question didn't leave her. It followed her quietly into the next morning. So she did something small, almost insignificant. She sat down, and it felt strange. Not bad, not uncomfortable, just unfamiliar. Like she had stepped into a version of her life she hadn't been living. She didn't pick up her phone. She didn't rush. She just ate. She looked outside the window. She tasted her food. Actually tasted it. 15 minutes. That's all it was. Nothing dramatic happened, but something shifted. And I think you understand what I mean when I say that. Those small shifts that don't look like much from the outside, but inside, something real moves. A week later, she told a friend, almost casually, I've started sitting down to eat. And her friend looked at her in that way that says, I understand more than you think I do. Then she said something that stayed. Yeah, we forget we're allowed to take up space. That line, it hits deeper than we admit, because somewhere along the way, especially as women, we learned how to shrink, not physically, but in how we move through our own lives. We learned that being useful matters more than being present, that doing matters more than being, that resting, pausing, sitting should come after everything else is done. And since everything is never really done, we keep postponing ourselves. So eating becomes something you squeeze in, something you multitask through, something you don't give your full attention to. Because in your mind, your time belongs to everything and everyone else first. But let's be honest for a second. That's not just being busy. That's slowly disappearing from your own life. When I read Matthew 6 verse 26 now, it feels different. Look at the birds. Birds are not anxious. They're not rushing. They're not proving anything. They are fed. They are cared for. And then God says, are you not much more valuable? Because if you truly believed you were valuable, would you rush through your meals like that? Would you only give yourself presents when it's convenient? Be honest. Sitting down to eat sounds so small, but it's not. It's a statement. It's your body saying, I deserve to be here. I deserve to receive this. I am not an interruption in my own life. And I know how this sounds. Almost too simple. But simplicity doesn't mean it's not deep. Because here's the truth most of us avoid. Dignity is not something you suddenly feel. It's something you practice. The way you handle small things trains your mind, trains your body, trains your sense of worth. So when you rush your meals every day, when you stand and scroll and half exist, you're not just saving time. You're teaching yourself that you don't require it. And your body, it responds to that. God didn't design your body to be an afterthought, not physically, not spiritually. In 1 Corinthians 6 verse 19, it says, your body is a temple. A temple is not rushed through. A temple is not ignored. A temple is tended to. And yet, we treat our bodies like something we just drag through the day. Feed it quickly, ignore it often, push it until it complains, then call it life. But your body is not dramatic. It's responsive. It reflects how you treat it. When Nadia started sitting down, nothing in her diet changed. Same food, same life, same responsibilities. But something inside her settled. Those 15 minutes became grounding. Like a reset, like a quiet reminder that she existed too. And slowly, that feeling started leaking into other parts of her life. She wasn't as rushed. She wasn't as disconnected. She felt present, more there, more herself. And I think that's what we're all really looking for. Not perfection, not control, just to feel like we're actually inside our own lives. There's something else I've noticed. Children don't struggle with this. They sit, they eat, they exist fully in the moment. They don't apologize for taking up space. They don't feel guilty for resting. They don't rush through being alive. That's something we learned. And anything learned can be unlearned. So maybe this is where you start. Not with a big life reset. Not with overwhelming change, just something small, something intentional. Sit down, put your phone away, eat one meal like it matters, like you matter, because you do. Even if you've forgotten, even if life has made you feel like you don't, even if your routine says otherwise, you are not here just to function. You are here to live, to receive, to take up space without apologizing for it. And sometimes that starts with something as simple as a chair. So sit down, eat slowly, stay a little longer than you usually would. Let yourself feel present in your own life again. You're not rushing through something unimportant. You're caring for something God Himself called valuable. Take care of the temple. Glory lives there. If something in this landed somewhere tender, if your body, your spirit, something inside you just exhaled, stay with that for a second. Don't scroll past it. Hit like. Because there's someone out there who's been running on empty, treating their temple like it doesn't matter, and this might be exactly what finds them. Share it with that friend who needs permission to slow down and take care of herself. The one who hasn't heard the words speak to her body like this before. And subscribe to Bible Rebooted. We're not here to make you feel inspired for 5 minutes. We're here to give you the truth and show you how to live inside it. It's your girl, Sophia Stan, signing out. Like, subscribe, and stream the music.
Didn't earn a thing, it was all a gift. My heavy heart got such a mighty lift. From stumbling and fumbling to a steady pace, I'm just amazed to be in this happy space. Look at my feet moving, I can't even take the credit. This joy I'm feeling, I just happen to get it.
It was there to meet me
In my midnight hours,
this undeserved favor,
overcoming power.